All right, let's get into it. It's a tough question. And it kind of leads us into this whole debate about LWOP versus the death penalty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Judge Lawrence Myers of the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals, he once said, life without parole is just another form of the death penalty, a slower version of it.
That's a pretty intense statement.
It is.
It makes you think about the weight of both those sentences.
Yeah, definitely.
And speaking of the death penalty,
Yeah.
didn't Florida have the highest rate of overturned death penalty cases in the whole country?
They do, yeah.
Like, what does that even say about our justice system?
Well, it's definitely a red flag, right?
Yeah.
If death penalty convictions, with all the safeguards they have, all the appeals are being overturned so often, doesn't that make you wonder about LWOP sentences too?
It does. It really does.
Like how many of those might be wrong?
Right. It makes you think about the fairness of it all.
Absolutely.
I mean, death penalty cases, they get all these specialized lawyers and tons of appeals.
Right, they have a whole team working on them.
But people with LWOP, they often go through the same process as someone who, like, shoplifted.
Exactly, it's a huge disparity.
Like, shouldn't a sentence that means you're going to die in prison?
Right.
Shouldn't that have the most scrutiny?
You would think so, but that's not always how it works.
It's kind of backwards.
Yeah.
So we've been focusing on, like, the negatives of LWOP, the costs, the possible unfairness.
Right.
But shouldn't we also consider, like, the potential for rehabilitation?
Yeah, absolutely. We touched on it earlier with the low recidivism rates.
Right.
Seems like lifers can change.
Yeah.
But then we exclude them from programs because they can't get out anyway.
It doesn't make sense.
It's a missed opportunity, really.
Think about all the experience they have.
Exactly. They've seen it all, the whole cycle of crime and punishment.
Yeah.
They know what leads people down the wrong path.
Right.
And we're just, like, wasting that knowledge.
It's almost like the people who could help the most are the ones we've given up on.
Exactly. That's where the idea of restorative justice comes in.
Restorative justice.
Yeah, like, what if we could use the experiences of these lifers to help younger offenders?
Oh, wow, like mentors.
Exactly. Instead of warehousing them,
Right.
we could make them assets.
That's a really cool idea.
And it's already happening in some places.
Really?
Yeah, like in Pennsylvania, there's this guy, Craig Gatesman.
Okay.
He's a lifer. But he runs this program that helps young people who've gotten in trouble with the law.
So he's like a mentor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And there are tons of stories like that.
That's awesome.
It shows that even in prison, people can still contribute.
Yeah.
But the public needs to know about this stuff.
Right, because they probably don't.
Exactly. They need to understand that lifers aren't all the same.
Right.
There are a lot of them who could be productive members of society.
Yeah.
And it seems like public opinion is changing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. More people are realizing the system is flawed.
Okay.
And they're demanding change.
So are you saying there's hope for Florida?
I think there is, but it'll take a lot of work.
Like what?